silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
You may know of FlexJobs as a job search website, but
go to God in prayer. Almighty and most righteous God, we give you thanks for this new day. We give you thanks, O God, for this wonderful day. We thank you, Lord, for these year one students who have come to us from far and near. Lord, they have come with their dreams, their hopes, their aspirations. And importantly, O God, they have come with their goals in mind. Almighty God, I pray as they start this new journey that you may grant them the courage to face the challenges ahead. The wisdom, O God, to understand and know and to acknowledge the making of good choices. Almighty God, I pray that you may grant them patience to pursue excellence always. Almighty God, we give you thanks for the Shortwood family who will nurture, who will guide, who will lead, and who will direct these students. We thank you for the home and community families that will support their endeavors and support them in all aspects of their lives. And oh God, as we continue to celebrate 140 years strong, 140 years of excellence to this nation, we pray that these students will embrace the legacy and be a significant part of repositioning for the future. Almighty God, we ask that you strengthen them and that you make them visionaries for the future. Almighty God, we want to thank you for this ceremony, and we pray this morning that everything that will be said and done will be done to your honor and to your glory. In the matchless name of Jesus Christ, we pray and we say amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. McLaughlin, head of the Early Childhood Department. I kind of shifted the program a little bit because our anthem is what we really need to start with. But I want to pay a heartfelt compliment to this institution for a particular reason, and that is on the stroke of 10 o'clock, the piano, the first key was hit. Time is so important. I respect that tremendously, that the organizers ensured that this event started promptly at 10. Madam Patron, the Honorable Audrey Sewell, Mr. Gary Allen, member of the Board of Directors, or I'm not certain if we have other members here. Dr. Garth Anderson, is Dr. Anderson here yet? Dean of the Teachers Colleges of Jamaica. Principal of the Shortwood Teachers College, Miss Nadine Malloy, and we've had a connection over many years. It's good to be here to share in this occasion with you. Mrs. Elaine Rolston, President of the Shortwood Teachers College Alumni, members of faculty, other members of the Shortwood family, students in this very, very important year, 140 years. You're standing in the light of an institution that was established in 1885. And here you are. You've just taken the baton and you're carrying on. You're like Shelley and Tia. Yes, it's an important function, but you can smile. I'm speaking of Shelley Ann Fraser-Price when she handed the baton over in Tokyo. So you have taken the baton and you're moving along. You heard the prayer that was said. There's just so much encouragement in that prayer, ensuring that you are fit and ready to move on with your training. Listen to me now. Nothing can happen in any country unless we have teachers, you know. And good teachers, caring teachers, compassionate teachers. Teachers who understand their worth and the value of the people that they guide and coach. It is so important. I want to congratulate you for taking on this profession, because without teachers, we can't have engineers, we can't have permanent secretaries, we can't have doctors and lawyers, we can't have people who are developing the technology for STEAM. The teachers are so critical. I'm a proud owner. By the way, I use both my languages. I hope you don't mind. Okay? Me proud on us till my heart full. I am just, and your teachers, could you put your hands together for the faculty of the Shortwood Teachers College? And the board of directors, your principal, and then clap yourself for making such a fantastic choice, a great decision. How many years will you be staying here for? 4? Where are we now, 2025? If my life is spared, call me back in 2029 for the graduation. I want to soon walk out of this place. Yes, let me hear it. Mr. Allen and myself, the member of the board here, we are journalists. We have worked in media for 4,000 years. That's why him not here and mine not black anymore, right? But we want to be here to encourage you. And I now want to thank you for your choice. It is now my pleasure to ask the principal, Miss Nadine Malloy, to welcome you here on this special occasion. It's not all the time this is doing it. First time this is being done. First time, clap your principal and the team who made this decision. Can you imagine? Roll call.
Thank you, Ms. Faye Ellington. As you indicated, I've known you for a number of years. I even attended a speech class that you coached several of us many years ago through Pulse. And no students. I was not trying to become a model, okay? Yes. So thank you so much for being here. Representing the chairman of the board, Mr. Gary Allen, member of the board, OD, or is it CD, JP, I have to remember all these letters properly. And of course, our patron, our very own, Honorable Audrey Sewell, who is OJ, CD, and JP. Students have to get these letters right, all right? We thank you so much for being here. We are honored that you are with us. Other members of the board, the president of the Shortwood Old Students Association, Mrs. Elaine Ralston, won't tell you the long story again. Yes, and I see the Minister of Education is here, our very own Mrs. Renee Williams-Brown, a past student and past lecturer of Shortwood Teachers College. We want to acknowledge as well our senior members of staff, won't name everybody, and of course our staff members who are present, our SAE, the Student Association Executive, and our students. Aren't we happy you are here? Yes, yes. So, I warmly welcome you to this, our inaugural roll call ceremony. In other places, they call it matriculation. We have chosen to call it roll call, and we are happy that we are starting a tradition with you. I extend apologies on behalf of the Dean of Teachers Colleges, Dr. Garth Anderson, who is unavoidably absent. He has developed some challenges, transportation challenges, and so he will not be able to make it. I also want to acknowledge all the persons who have put so much, and I won't name anyone, someone will properly say thank you at the end, but I personally want to acknowledge all the persons who have put so much effort into making today a reality. Thank you so much. I also want to take the opportunity to deliver another charge to you, our new students. You are going to be our brand ambassadors in a little while. Up till yesterday, we have on record 256 of you in year one. Clap yourselves. And we expect that it is going to be a little bit more because we know we've had some challenges with registration. And that's a significant increase over last year and the year before. We're happy. Teaching is looking alive and well, Mrs. Ralston. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be our brand ambassadors in a little while. As a matter of fact, you have started to be our brand ambassadors. Because once you did the registration, you accepted, and you are here, people will forever, even if you only spend 1 year here, people will forever identify you as Shortwood Teachers College students or graduates, as the case may be. And whatever it is that you do from here on, it is going to be either selling or not selling Shortwood. I will hasten to say that we on the inside here, we're doing as much as we can to make that experience a great one for you. This morning, I want to speak specifically to our motto, growth and enlightenment. Growth requires discomfort. Your shoes get too small as you grow, and it begins to be uncomfortable. And so do many other things that you own. I want to share with you this morning that you are to respect that path of growth that you're on. I want you to know that it's a journey that you do not know where you're going to end up. Embrace it nevertheless. Your reward will be greater for doing so. Always bear in mind that growth isn't always comfortable. A few times it is, and that is inescapable, and you have to accept that. So whatever challenges that you experience, such as putting down the cell phones now and listening carefully to what I'm saying to you, that's a growth path you're on, not using the cell phone as much as you used to. Genuine personal and academic growth happens when you choose to challenge yourselves, to be bold, and to step outside of your collective comfort zone or individual comfort zone, and dare to fail forward, as John Maxwell, the leadership guru and author, says, fail forward. You learn from your failures. Failure comes with fear as well. But I want to say to you, fear is normal. It has two sides to it. It keeps us safe because we don't do some of the things that we know we are to be fearful for or of. But it also drives us to take risk and to be different and to grow. Because fear can also be that you're fearful of remaining in the same position for too long. I want to say to you this morning, don't fear the tough moments that would hold you back from confronting the unknown. Those tough moments can be termed as fertile soil, that fertile soil where resilience, character, and confidence will allow you to grow. You will need these to be your best self. And I always say to students, do not set up yourselves for discouragement and failure by competing against others. Compete against your best self always. The runner or athlete, if you will, who wastes time looking across to see where his opponents are in the race, inevitably loses precious seconds and ultimately the race. Learn the lessons from this. Compete against your best self always. So, lean into the challenges. It is their varied culture, their colorful world, their ideas that are so different from your own that they may even sound astounding to you, that will make you into that rounded individual who's sensitive to the needs of others. That is how you become not only educated, but I dare say wise. We want you to remain intellectually curious, always having a heart for an inquiring mind. We want for you a college experience that is not just about mastering content, but also about expanding your worldview. The world is depending on each of you to make a difference in the field of education. Welcome and enjoy this our inaugural roll call ceremony. Thank you.
Madam Principal, you said it, straight and square. And while you were speaking, I was taking notes. Because some of us believe brand ambassadors are only people who are brand ambassadors for a telecoms company or a liquor company. But you are brand ambassadors. Do you wear uniform? Do you wear uniform? When you step out on the road in your uniform, you are a brand ambassador. People can identify you as a Shortwood Teachers College student. You are a big brand ambassador. When you talk with people, when you just tell somebody, even if you're not wearing a uniform, that you are studying here, you are a brand ambassador. Nobody forget that. Don't forget that. 256 in year one, that's an amazing accomplishment. And your principal spoke to your motto, growth and enlightenment. And you know, the point you made that fear is normal. Let me tell you about fear. I was trained first in theater before I went into journalism, Madam Patron. And there's nothing more fearful than an opening night. You would have done weeks and weeks of rehearsals. You'd have had notes from the director. You did the costume rehearsal and the technical rehearsal where they deal with the lights and the sound and all of that. And you are ready. But you say opening night, you feel say you're going dead. And usually I say to myself while I'm waiting to go on, why did I choose theater? Why do I punish myself like this? Why? But if you are sufficiently prepared, once you hear you're on and you get on that stage, you are going to move through it. So preparation, which is what you're going to be facing right here. And if you don't prepare, don't blame the teachers or the lecturers. You must take on the responsibility of making sure that you're prepared. And listen to the principal. Make sure you're curious, enlightenment. You can't just satisfy with the little things around you. For example, one of my pet peeves is hear people talking about the country of Africa. Africa is not a country, it is a continent with 54 countries. So we have to get that right. And a head journalist like Mr. Gary Allen there was head. You have to make sure that the young journalists get these little things right. So fear is normal. Be curious. Be your harshest critic. Raise your standards. When I was teaching at the Caribbean School of Media and Communication, something just happened one day in interacting with the students, and I said, keep raising your personal bar of excellence. I may have it at the bottom of my email, you know, Gary. Keep raising your personal bar of excellence. When the high jumpers jump and they clear, they don't pack up the bag and go home and say, all right, me done. They raise it a little higher. When Usain Bolt or Shelley-Ann, when them running, who was the one who got the gold medal, the only one in Tokyo? Who got the gold medal in Tokyo from Jamaica? Huh? Oblique Seville. And you remember, he's been talking about the challenges he faced along the way, but he kept at it to be able to get to the point where he could put the head in and get the goal. When I grow up, I want to be an athlete. Wanna go and laugh? Anything can happen if you put your mind to it. Some of you might see me with this on. I'm very militaristic in how I deal with life, punctuality and all these things. This is the poppy. How many of you know about poppies? What has happened to you, principal? Many of the schools have no clue now. So this is remembering the men and women who served in World War I. We don't have any of them alive today from World War I. And the one from World War II who was still alive, 104, died recently at the home in Manchester. But then we have the current people who serve in the JDF and in the Army. So we want them to know we don't forget what they do and remember. So I'm going to tell you when I'm done, get in touch with Jamaica Legion so they can bring some poppies here. So what people do, you put a little contribution, whatever you can, in the tin or the box, and you wear the poppy in remembrance. I just like to share stuff, right? So be curious, and you perhaps are wondering, some of you, oh, here's wearing a poppy, I wonder why. Listen to me now, we're not going to have the entertainment that we had scheduled here, unless you want me to sing, but principal says no. All right? Let me now go to the greetings. And first is Mr. Gary Allen, a member of the Board of Management and my colleague in journalism. Could you welcome him, Mr. Gary Allen?
Yes. Morning, everyone. Madam Master of Ceremonies, who had her own inaugural presentation just now. It is the first time she's calling me Mr. So we are about inaugurations today. Allow me to adopt the protocol established by both the MC and the principal, but to step a little bit outside of the adoption because I have to acknowledge our patron, good friend, boss lady, has helped in ways that she doesn't know that I know that she helped. So I have to recognize an alumnus of this institution, Honorable Audrey Sewell. On behalf of the Chairman of the Board of Management, Mr. Grantley Stevenson, the principal who also serves on the board, and all our members of the board, it is my pleasant task this morning to bring you greetings, to welcome you, and to extend best wishes for you as you are joining a 140-year-long tradition of legacy that starts with men and women coming into sessions like these, and in 4 years' time, leaving as professionals. So you have entered the Shortwood Teachers College, and we expect to come back in 4 years' time and celebrate with you your accomplishments when you are saying farewell, because you won't say goodbye, because I'm sure you'll keep coming back after you have experienced the next 4 years. Today, we are innovating in your induction ceremony as we unveil the replicated wisdom tree, about which more will be said later on. And as we stage this roll call ceremony at the illustrious and, dare I say, rejuvenated Shortwood Teachers College, where we are rooted in purpose, and today you begin rising to educate. Your board is extremely proud of the strides made in our college over the years, but especially in the past year. We are proud of our rich legacy that has been kept going and amplified. And we are proud of the leadership that this institution has had. And I pause to say that while Principal Malloy stands in the gap at the moment in that role, she stands on the shoulders of many. And each principal's contribution, we acknowledge and we say thanks for that. The board challenges you today to recognize that this moment in your lives and your career journeys is a special moment. Today, if you have doubts about whether you are at the right place or If you have doubts about whether you should really start, set that doubt aside. If you have fears about what lies ahead, fear not. And if you have big dreams and bold expectations, as one of my favorite reggae artists says, hold on to what you have got. We impress upon you to make yourselves a commitment, not to be here just to try to fit in. But as a cousin of mine who for 22 years was top of Sagicor's $1 Million Round Table and always in the newspaper, Walter, and he died before he was 60. I said to Walter, how you kept going? And he said, when I came to Life of Jamaica, which is now Sagicor, and what I tell all my children, don't come here and try to fit in. Come here and try to stand out. I challenge you to try to stand out in whatever you do. Our academic, our administrative, and our ancillary staff, they are here to challenge you. They are going to challenge your thinking. They are going to challenge your patience, because you have to learn to get more patience. No matter how much you have, you're going into classrooms. You need patience. They are going to challenge you to be your better selves. Accept the challenge. Make sure that you build on all that you now have. And if when you assess yourself, you think after year one, you are just as you came in, you need to do something about year two, because you cannot be the same year after year. Ensure that you make yourselves the commitment to be transformational. Transformation is not about incremental change, a little bit here so and a little bit there so. Transformation is about dramatic change. Look for the big things that you can do that would make a dramatic difference in what it is that you do. With integrity in all that you do, with passion in the things that you embrace each day, remember that you have now embarked on a journey to prepare yourself to train the future of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world. So be rooted in your purpose, be grounded and stay firmly planted like our renowned guango trees on this campus. Here at Shortwood, I think the main one is the one that is the reminder for everyone. Ensure that where you are planted, you grow. I leave you with a short story. I like short stories that are real stories, especially when they get across the point. I leave you with a short story about an experience that I've had working. And I didn't realize that Faye was going to be in charge of our proceedings this morning. You know the person I'm going to talk about. I lived overseas for almost 10 years, worked with many Caribbean colleagues. And this is a simple story, not about anything major, but it makes the point. One of the things that we did is people come to work and they try to look presentable. So some of us turn up in long sleeve shirts, some with short sleeve shirts, but properly put together, always looking decent. You have to present yourself well. But there was this Jamaican friend of ours in the office, Michael White. Michael came to work Monday to Thursday in his three-piece suit, jacket, tie, and waistcoat. And on Fridays, when we have our dress-down day, Michael would lose the waistcoat and he would wear a turtleneck shirt, but the jacket was always there. So one Friday I said, boy, Mike, you're making us look small now, man. Even on dress-down Fridays, you can't lose the jacket. And Michael says, Chief, I am your head of marketing and sales. I don't only learn the things that I am supposed to take to the clients. I don't just impress them with my knowledge. I have to look the part. If I get a call to collect a check for $1 million US, I must look the part. and we laughed about it. Well, there came a point when we got the call not for $1 million US, it was for $500,000 US. And Michael was the person who accompanied me to the signing down at the tourism office. And Michael looked the part. I was dressed down in my polo shirt and black jeans and, grabbed a blazer and put it on. And when the picture came out in the Nation newspaper, Michael was at the center of the picture, and Michael was identified as the chief executive officer of and I was identified as his colleague. You have to look the part. So when you present yourselves with all the academics, when you present yourself, make sure you look, you sound the part, because if you don't fall in the lane, that is the lane that presents yourself well, then you are falling short. So make sure you look the part. Thank you.
I'm smiling, Gary. By the way, it's not disrespect when I refer to him as Gary. In our business of journalism, we use first names, okay? I'm smiling listening to that story because Michael White started out at the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation as a technical operator. And he rose all the way up, went to Barbados to work with people like Gary, head of marketing and sales. But there was something else that Michael did. Michael and Ken Nelson used to put on some shows, and everyone started on time, whether there were 6 people in the audience or 6,000 people in the audience. I emceed a few of them. But you have to look the part. I hope you hear this, And so when you get invitations to go somewhere, look at the invitation carefully, see what it says the dress code is, or read in your mind if it tells you it is a dinner, you look down and you see if it's, and when it tells you, listen to this now, when it tells you black tie, gentlemen, it don't mean a long black tie here. No, me I tell you everything because you don't know everything as you go along, It's a bow tie and cummerbund and them things. And so you have to think about them things. If it's a lounge suit, and it's kind of very biased, the dress code biased toward the man them. Hear that? Black tie, lounge suit, business suit. But ladies, you have to know how to put yourself together. Right? You're coming to a wine and cheese function, you have to know how to put yourself together. So you have to look the part. And because when you look the part, you also stand out. Remember that message. When you look the part, you stand out. Love the story, My love, don't just blend in, stand out. I kind of wear African colors and African patterns. Me always a stand out. What a crosses. No, it's because I deal with my identity in a very serious way. That's just me, you know what I mean? But you've got to stand out. Don't forget the nuggets that you've got in here today. I don't know why I feel so happy for them this morning. I just feel like it's a great morning. I just feel like it's a new beginning. You feel that way, they clap it if you feel that way. No, don't clap me, clap yourself. And I'm just so privileged and honored to be asked to be here. Wow, what a moment. Member, stand out and look the part. Then Gary, can I ask you a question? How you did feel? Sumal. In Jamaica, we say sumal. Was that serious something, Stand out, look the part. And now, you did hear that Dr. Garth Anderson is unable to be here, but we're going to move right along because Mrs. Elaine Ralston, president of the Shortwood Teachers College Alumni Association, will now bring her greetings. Madam?
Ladies and gentlemen, students, good morning. I want to start by saying to the beautiful lineup of students here this morning, welcome to Shortwood Teachers College, the exceptional teacher training institution that has produced many outstanding educators who are serving nationally and internationally. It is my pleasure on behalf of the Alumni Association to truly welcome you to this wonderful space. And before getting into my few words that I want to share with you, I must tell you that from very early I knew I wanted to teach. When everyone at St. Mary's School in 5th form were getting ready for ball and all the fancy things, Elaine was busy thinking about getting into college. And my grandmother pointed me right here to Shortwood Teachers College. And I have not regretted it one bit. So this morning, the alumni is celebrating like you are celebrating, and I want to remind you of how important this body called the alumni is. We are celebrating, just like you, as I said before, 100 years. This is our centenary. And we have had some outstanding ladies who have passed through this institution. And each time now I speak, I have to remember that we now have gentlemen here at Shortwood. Yes. Unlike when we were here, Mrs. Sewell, and I must tell you, Mrs. Sewell was my worthy senior. So, being in college is a time to demonstrate that you are responsible. You now take control of your life. You're no longer with mom and dad or granddad and grandma. In college, you have to develop your knowledge in your chosen area of study. But college is also a space and a place to grow socially, academically, and personally. Some of the friends you make here will be your friends for life. You should enjoy your college experience, as these 4 years might turn out to be the best 4 years of your life. I was really taken aback when I heard that the first year cohort is now 256 students. Commendations, Madam Principal and team. This is growth, and this is what Shortwood is about, growth and enlightenment. You have chosen to be trained as a teacher, and this means that you have decided to change lives, while at the same time being open to having your life changed. Because I can tell you, as someone who has spent more than 35 years in the education sector, I'll tell you that while you are molding and changing lives, you yourself change. You have to look sometimes and wonder, how did I get to this space? But as was said earlier, your students will challenge you. And the only way you can stand and meet those challenges is by preparing yourselves. And this is a big part of what Shortwood will do for you. It will help you to prepare yourself. At Wilbur's Boys, I had some of the smartest boys in my world affairs class in 6B, because I had 6B science. And that, my class from 2nd to 5th form, where I taught Spanish, was nothing compared to the sessions I had with those 6B boys, most of whom are now doctors and heads of entities, not just here in Jamaica, but all over the world. So I want to just say a few things to you, some of what we consider the to-dos to ensure that you have a meaningful 4-year period. So, organize yourself. I'm going to speak to 3 areas: organizing yourself, checking yourself, and watch your associations. Those 3 areas. So let's look quickly at organizing yourself. Organize yourself, students, by one, and you might wonder why I'm saying this, but it's important, attending your classes. I've had experience where I've seen some of the brightest students come here to Shortwood and fail their courses. Why? Because they love sitting in the dorms. They love to be there fixing hair and doing all kinds of things when they should actually be in class. Use different types of technology to enhance your study and your general planning. Schedule your stuff. Make a study timetable. Use a planner to track your assignments, etc. Plan time for co-curricular and fun and other social activities. Remember that we talk about in the workspace, because yes, I dabbled in HR as well. So we talk about work-life balance. You can't just be in the books every day. You have to find time to give yourself that opportunity to release energy. You have to find time to have fun and to do some of those things that will help you to grow. And the organization is all about managing your time and your activities well. The second point I want to make is check yourself. What do I mean by that? Be mindful of your personal reality. Your flatmates may be from totally different socioeconomic spheres than you are. And so if your flatmate comes in and has a whole plethora of different change of clothes and accessory, don't be fazed by that. Remember, your goal here is to improve yourself so that you can authentically go out there, make the difference, earn your money, and buy whatever it is that you need. So do not be fazed by what you see your flatmate or your classmates with. I had a situation here, and it's sad, but we had one young lady who was sent home from my batch, and that was because she was not happy with what she had, and so she resorted to stealing other person's stuff, and Miss Myers just sent her straight home. And she was quite a personal young lady, and we regretted it, but many persons learned from that experience. You will have your little pocket money. Manage it well. Manage it well. Sit and pencil out what you're going to do. Prioritize. Because remember, you're now responsible for yourself. Manage your physical as well as your mental well-being. What do I mean by that? Persons will be getting sick, and persons will feel certain tensions and pressures coming on and do nothing about it. No. Even machines break down sometimes. So you're having a challenge, go seek ways to address that challenge. If you're not physically well, go and get help. If you feel that you have too much stress dealing with, go and get help. The whole matter of mental health concerns is something that we must not push one side. It's important that just in the same way you're physically healthy, that you aspire to be mentally well. Another thing that I want to point out to you is that you're to seek to help others. Don't be selfish. Life is about helping each other. So you help others because life is a cycle. Sometimes it's like a boomerang. You do something some time ago, and before you know it, you're in a space where you need help, and it comes right back to you. And listen, it's not necessarily those persons who you assist who will help you. So help where the need arises, and know that in turn you will be assisted. The last thing I want to say is check yourself. Oh, we spoke to check yourself. The last one I want to speak to is your association. Watch your association. And this is saying to us, choose who you associate with and choose properly. And when we say choose properly, it doesn't mean that you're going to look down or you're not going to associate with some persons. But that little kid of individuals that you're going to be having as your special group or your little go-to group, they must at least have the same or share the same values as you do. People who can uplift you. My grandmother used to say, show me your company and then you tell me who you are. You need to find those persons who are going to help you to do what you need to do without pulling you down. Maintain your own standards. I heard Mr. Allen speak about standing out. But it is your standards, it's your values, it's your morals, and your entire work ethic. Those are the things that are going to help you to stand out. If you're someone who will whine and at the last minute you panic, then it simply means that you're not serious about standing out. Be a leader, specifically if you're in a space where leadership can be compromising. In other words, don't follow those individuals who will lead you astray. Be that strong person and know where you want to go and decide how you're going to get there. Try to live at peace with your fellow students. Ever seen those people who nobody wants to share a room or space with? Yes, we have a lot of those persons, but be the kind of individual who can say hi, how you're doing, and still assist where possible. Try at all times to live at peace with everyone. And each time I say that, I remember the desiderata. You are here as students. If you find that you have good people skills and you're good at negotiating and you're good at convincing others, why not opt to be a student leader? In the long run, this will help you later on when you're writing your resume in order to go into the workspace. And young men and young women, it's never too early to start networking. So here you can have your student membership in the Alumni Association, and you can start learning about the Jamaica Teachers Association because that is your professional body. So start aligning yourself with those entities, those organizations that are going to help you. Finally, never forget those people who assisted you. We had so many ugly situations during the time I was here at Shortwood. I shared a room, or a flat, as they call it then, with a young lady who was married to someone that after a while here at Shortwood, he was no longer, in her eyes, up to her standard. And one day there was an ugly scenario right under the wisdom tree out there. You have to be realistic. You have persons who will give their hearts for you. And these are the persons who are helping you. You can't turn around one day and figure, oh, I'm now a teacher or I'm this and therefore I'm better than this person who is still in many ways assisting you. No. You have to understand that life is a mixed bag. And each time you forget or you're about to forget that, remember our motto, out of many one people. We're talking about different types of people, class, creed, everything. So embrace constructive criticism. Embrace constructive criticism. None of us is perfect, not one single one. And when you embrace criticism and you're able to look at yourself, you grow because you can see where the gaps are and you are able to make the changes. maintain your spiritual connection, whether you say God or Jah or Jehovah, maintain your spiritual connection. And while you learn, be willing to unlearn some of the things that you previously learned. I had this situation with my son, who was a very precocious young man. And I was getting him to understand some of the things I was taught in primary school. And I said to him, Rion, one of the things we used to say is I before E, except after C. And he looked at me and he said, Mommy, what about words like weird and beige? And he carried on with a whole plethora. Of course, that just shut down my thing. So I said that to say that some of the things that you learn, you have to be willing to unlearn them, because this is how you will grow. Ladies and young men, you made a great decision when you chose teaching. Study well, have fun, maintain good relationships, and always strive to make a positive difference wherever you are and in whatever you do. Once again, welcome to Shortwood Teachers College, and ensure that you do your best to carry the college and to uphold its legacy. I thank you.
The moment Mrs. Ralston opened her mouth, I said to the lady sitting next to me, a teacher's voice. You heard the vocal command, and she wasn't shouting. That's another lesson. Enough things to tell you, you know. You are going to be changing lives, and in the process, your life will be changed. And watch your association. You know, when you said your mother, you said, my mother and grandmother tell me that thing. Show me your company, I'll tell you who you are. So now if you take it seriously, do you know? Right? Show me your company, I'll tell you who you are. I love the thing about releasing energy. So join the choir. Be part of the dramatic society if you have one. If you don't have one, form one. Call me, may help you. Right? Play some kind of game. Football, tennis, whatever it is. Do something, because it's making you complete. And when you release that energy, it helps you to carry on with the academic side of things. Words of wisdom. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Well, I'm anticipating the choir. Is the choir ready for us? Yes? So I'm anticipating the Shortwood Teachers College Choir. I see they're coming to put microphones, etc. in place. And I see the performers coming forward. No, man, you can do better than that. I think we could show our appreciation once more. And while you're doing that, please, for the accompanist, who's also the microphone mover. Thank you so very much. By the way, you don't have to be part of a whole crowd to make a difference, you know. You want to hear the two men them little while? Two men and their part stood out. And of course, the ladies, you know. One more time for them, please. The Shortwood Teachers College Choir. All right, we're moving along. And I see you know, each time I was saying to the president of the alumni that I like interacting and doing stuff because every day I learn something new. When I was sent this program and I saw the name the person I'm about to introduce, I said, I've never heard this name before. So the charge to year one students, Miss Ariel Kelligan, might I ask you to come forward? College president. First, I was meeting your name. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to see that name, hear that name, and say that name. What a beautiful complexion. Love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning is extended to you all. All protocols observed by the persons before me. I now ask all the year one students to stand. Rooted in purpose, rising to educate. Purpose is the reason you journey. Thank you. Thank you. Purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights your way. Unknown. First-year students, Today signals the beginning of your academic journey. This is the moment you become rooted in purpose so that you may rise to educate. You are not here by chance. You are here by intention, by design, and by choice. And so, I charge you, be rooted. Root yourself in purpose. Let your why run deeper than the pursuit of grades, recognition, or a degree. Let it root itself in the lives you will touch, in the classrooms you will shape, and in the future you will help to create. For when your roots run deep, then no storm can easily move you. Then rise. Rise to educate. Rise with determination, with resolve, with commitment, and with strength of will. Rise with courage. Rise with the conviction that you are becoming the educator our communities and our nation desperately need. Rise when fatigue tries to weaken your resolve and when obstacles block your way. For every time you rise not only for yourself, you rise to educate others. As your SAE president, I charge you, let your roots grow deep. Let your purpose be unshakable as you rise to educate, build, transform, and inspire. Thank you.
When I listened to that piece a while ago, I thought of Maya Angelou. You know, the rising is important, man. All right, are you ready now for the official pinning? Because that's where we're going. The principal and the patron will pin, and we're beginning with the different sections. Early childhood education. All right, early childhood, you can start the flow coming up now. You know the order in which you come. So we have two people pinning. Excuse me, we have two people pinning, so the patron and the principal. So you just look at what's happening and you go to the right. Wonderful. Now the early childhood education thing is so important. We have to lay the foundation. So once you've been pinned, then you walk around and go back to your seat, I gather. That's what is required. Remember, you have two people pinning. Whoops. Whoop. Yes, Mike, you can give us a little music if you want, but turn it down. It's a big batch for early childhood. I'm glad to see that. We need that foundation. Early childhood, you're coming up. This is such an excellent sign to see that these students will be going in the classroom at the early stages when it's needed. So when you come up and you're pinned, those who are facing the principal turn to your right. Those who are facing the patron exit to your left. It's tidy that way. Exit to your left. To your left. Hello, 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 to your left. So those who come to the patron after you've been pinned, you go to your left. Those who come to the principal after you've been pinned, you go to your right. And I look at the environmental stewardship, because without the environment, we are doomed. Environmental stewardship, accountability, very important that we take account, that we can be trusted. Integrity, that is so important. Looking on the other side, professionalism, how you put yourself together, how you talk to people, how you approach people, your brand. Collaboration, no man is an island. You have to collaborate. And of course, respect begins with self-respect and respect for others. I see some bright, smiling faces coming up. So encouraging. Okay, we are done with the early childhood. Clap that badge, please. We're now going to geography, history, and social studies. Geography, History, and Social Studies. The geography is so important, and the history, and the social studies, fantastic. Clap them, please. And now we go to primary education. Primary education. It's been a long time since I was in primary school. We used to have Fridays as Agriculture Day and Home Economics Day. Does that exist any longer in primary schools? When the boys would do the garden and the girls would do home economics and learn to do the potato and the printing on the towels? Oh my goodness, I'm dating myself. But we still need the school gardens, you know. We still need the school gardens. At my school, Smithville Primary School, we grow corn and yam and them things and cane. Still need the school gardens, man. Primary education is plentiful and we need, you know. There's a hard-working photographer in the house. He's trying to capture so many special moments. All right, so while you're doing this, those who are seated and those who are standing, I just want to do a different kind of a roll call. Anybody in this room from Hanover? Yes, I see some other Hanover students. Anybody from Hanover? Anybody from Westmoreland students? Okay. Anybody from St. James? All right. Anybody from Trelawney? Yes, students? Okay. Let's see. Anybody from St. Elizabeth? No student from St. Raise your hand, man. Don't be afraid to raise your hand. You're from St. Elizabeth? Okay. Anybody from Manchester? Okay. How about Clarendon? That's my parish too. What? Wait. Okay. Let me go back over there. So anybody from St. Mary? Oh, yes, Gary, you're St. Mary. Yes, both of you. Anybody from St. Anne? Oh, okay. How about Portland? Portland, are you in the house? Yes? St. Thomas? St. Catherine? Kingston and St. Andrew? Have I covered you all? Yes, I did. Not true. Me never forget nobody. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you're going to learn about each other's parish and each other's community, etc. All right, we're still with the primary educators. I'm loving this. And you know, we have different proverbs coming from different parts of Jamaica, you know. I'm keeping you entertained while you walk up. Who knows this one? Olumana swear for Kalalu, but Kalalu swear for run Oluman belly. Anybody know that one? Olumana swear for Kalalu, but Kalalu swear for run Oluman belly. How about young but no storm? Young but no storm. I bet you most of you don't know this next one. Monkey must know which part him go put in tail before he order trousers. What does that mean? Think about it. Monkey must know which part him go put in tail before he order trousers. Primary education is up and almost done. Let's think about it. You have a plan. You have to strategize. You can't just jump out there. Monkey have tail. Monkey can't wear trousers if monkey don't know what will happen. So it's about strategy and planning. All right, primary education, the last person is here. Put your hands together for primary education. And we're moving along as soon as the last person gets into the group and they take their seats to human ecology. Human ecology. Of course, you know this one. One hand can clap. Collaboration, that you know. You have to collaborate. One hand can clap. How about hand go, packy come? We're moving now to language arts. Oh, no, we're not finished with human ecology. Language arts, get ready. So, language arts. Might I invite you to come forward? So the one I was sharing just now was hand go, packy come. Anybody ever hear that? You don't know that one? Hand go, packy come? What is a packy? Calabash, you're right. It's about giving and sharing. Hand go, you give somebody something. Packy come, you get something back. And we know in rural Jamaica, that is how we live. And some of us who born in rural Jamaica come to town with it as well. We give something and we get something. The packy is that we used to put the thing in the calabash and hand it across the fence. Right. Language arts. It's been a beautiful morning so far, do you think? An inspiring morning. A morning filled with promise. Language arts. And I think we're about pinning the last person from language arts. I'll allow them to get back to their places and they will sit. Oh, no, look nice, is it? All right, language arts person going around. So you may now prepare yourself. Mathematics. Mathematics. Could I ask the person playing the music, just pull it back a little bit for me? Just pull back the music a little bit for me. Thank you. I want to share something with all of you, but it's the mathematics people who kind of reminded me. You young people have come around when we have dollars and cents. But long before there was dollars and cents, there was pound, shillings, and pence. And that changed in 1969, September. So we became an independent nation in 1962, and we still were using pound, shillings, and pence right up until September 69. I just thought I'd fit that in with the mathematics. Modern languages. Where are the modern languages, people? Well, I heard the president of the alumni speaking about teaching Spanish from grade 1 to 5. Forms 1, you see, you have to pardon me. It forms it like 1 to 5. So the language important, you know. A foreign language is critical. So you taught Spanish. I was introduced to French. As a matter of fact, when I went to St. Hugh's, we had to do Latin. Latin was compulsory for everybody. And I can remember the declension of the verb to love right now. It was amare, amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatis, amant. Latin. And we had French, and we had Spanish, and we had German too. Modern languages. Do I hear it for the people doing science? Science. Oop, 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 turn to your right. So those coming to principal, after you've been pinned, go right. Those coming to patron, after you've been pinned, go left. These are the science people, man. But what a wonderful mix this is. I'd like to thank our principal and patron, assisted ably by Ms. Faith, to ensure that this little exercise happened. I think you should clap yourselves. Keep your pins safely and carefully. All right, that's wonderful. We're moving on. You know, when I think of the mix, early childhood, geography, history, social studies, primary education, human ecology, language arts, mathematics, modern languages, and science. When you were a student here, patron, did you have all of these subject areas? You'd have had about 4 or so? A little bit more than 4? Yeah, the new names get you? Yeah, I know. All right, everybody, and now it's time for the video presentation, Wisdom Tree replica for the 140th celebration, and you can view that in the lobby of the main building. But now, look to the screen.
Replica of the Wisdom Tree is symbolic of our legacy. It is modeled after the beloved guango tree, which is at the heart of our campus. For generations, that tree has been more than a landmark. It has been a gathering place, a source of reflection, and a reminder that knowledge, like a tree, grows stronger when rooted deeply in purpose. This wisdom tree, with its numerous branches, represents careers in teaching and reminds us that education is limitless. Teaching does not stop at the classroom door. It extends into leadership, counseling, curriculum design, technology, and even global service. To our first-year students, you are not just training to teach. You are preparing to inspire, to innovate, and to influence lives far beyond the walls of a school. Be grounded in your purpose, but never afraid to rise, to explore new paths, to shape policy, to lead with compassion, and to transform the world through education. As we celebrate this milestone, may the Wisdom Tree remind us all that while our roots are here at Shortwood, our branches can reach anywhere the light of learning shines. Remember, you are rooted in purpose, rising to educate today and for generations to come.
Rooted in purpose. I'm going to look at that tree in the lobby when this is over. And now we're inviting the choir to return with another selection. So here they come. Yes, it would be nice if you welcome them.
oh, like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when last saw you laughing. This world makes you crazy, and you've taken all you can bear. Just call me up, and I will always be there. Your true colors shining. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show. Your true colors are beautiful.
When we see your true colors, we also see you as brand ambassadors. When we see your true colors, we also see you as inspirational. When we see your true colors, we see you as transformational. When we see your true colors, we know that you're ready to change lives. And that is what this morning has been about, 140 years, 1885 through to now. But this is the first time this is happening. The inaugural roll call. I think you should understand that you are a very special group, and you should put your hands together for your principal and the team who came up with this idea. Miss Faith, yes, ma'am. Yes. So listen to me now. This is where I take my leave, you know. But I don't sing for you, but principal said, no, I mustn't sing. I don't know what happened to principal and me, you know. She don't tell me any such thing, and I just, as my mother and grandmother would say, I'm fibbing. You don't know the word fib? What I said? Principal said I can sing? Feel me love, have lion heart. Feel me love, have lion heart. Strong and everlasting, hunger for you. Feel me love will never done. Feel me love will never done. Strong and ever. You might try to find me key. You know, we were doing a show one time, and I think it was Peter Ashburn asked Miss Lou, if she's singing a C. Hear Miss Lou, no, what is our key? Hear Miss Lou, Miss singing a C. Listen to me. Thank you for allowing me, Miss Faith, for sharing in this occasion. Thank you for finding my key, even though I did stop. But I have asked you at the start of this morning that if my life is spared, 4 years from now, 2020, ask you to invite me back to graduation. I want to see how I grow, how I change, how I make the transition. I just want to see just when the shoulders square and I'm standing even taller than you are standing today so I can celebrate with you. Walk good and tell them what I want to do from me, but we're not quite done up here so now because we have some a vote of thanks. Dr. Janet Williams, may I invite you to come forward? Dr. Janet Williams. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Janet?
Thank you very much. Good morning. And I am declaring that 2029, all of us who are here now and those watching and those listening, you will be here by the grace of God. So good to have you all. Now, something very special must happen at this time. And we're not done yet, Auntie Faye. But before we get there, I'm going to invite first Ariel Kelligan, our college president, to come, and also Miss Audrey Sewell, our patron, to come as well, right in front of me. Oh, yeah. Please. And something special is going to happen. Hold on.
Good morning again, everyone. The Honorable Audrey Sewell and all the letters our principal said earlier, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for us as a college family. We appreciate it and we look forward to continuous work with you. We really do appreciate it. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. And we continue, and this time Ms. Kishoya Watson, Year 1 representative, to come. And of course, Ms. Faye. Ms. Faye Ellington, please come back.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and privilege to thank you, our Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Faye Ellington, for guiding us through this, our induction ceremony 2025. We want to thank you for inspiring us, engaging us, and of course, entertaining us through this, our program. Your grace and professionalism is what made this event truly special. On behalf of the administration, staff, and students of Shortwood Teachers College, we thank you. And at this time, we extend tokens of our appreciation for your commitment and your time. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you. And the expression of appreciation continues. And of course, warm thanks we extend. And you have heard Auntie Faye, you are compare, whose professionalism and energy really guided seamlessly the ceremony in a very entertaining, instructive, and reflection with all of us today. To the ushers and production team for ensuring that everything ran smoothly, and to persons responsible for recording the event, for capturing these memorable moments here at the college. And of course, we are especially grateful to the Honorable Audrey Sewell, our patron, of the 140th celebrations, which you know started September 10 and will continue throughout the year. she graciously has taken the time to share in this significant milestone, to pin and to inspire our new cohort of educators. Your presence, ma'am, added much value and distinction to our event. And of course, to Ms. Renee Brown, Senior Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, who I believe is wearing two hats today. As board members also, we acknowledge and thank you for being here. To all our specially invited guests and participants to this auspicious occasion, we thank you. Mr. Allen, one of our board members, also present. And of course, Ms. Elaine Ralston, President of the Shortwood Alumni Association. And of course, we have to acknowledge Ms. Rochelle Williams, Chair of the 140th Celebration Committee. And special appreciation is extended to the subcommittee, that of the Roll Call Committee, chaired by Ms. Faith Robinson, for their tireless efforts in planning and execution. Sincere thanks go also to the participants, first-year students, all of you, the lecturers, heads of department, alumni, persons who are here, and guests who made the occasion so meaningful by your presence and your support. Heartfelt thanks are also extended to all persons who have contributed behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, before the scenes, during the scenes, and even after, because the after part does happen. We want to thank you for the successful staging of this inaugural roll call ceremony for first-year students, held as part of the Shortwood Teachers College 140th anniversary celebrations. And I hate calling names, but lest I forget, to each and every individual member of the team, of course, including the photographer, social media personnel, live streaming team, whose effort, creativity, and dedication made this event possible. Thank you, thank you. Your contributions reflect the spirit of excellence that defines Shortwood Teachers College and its proud 140-year tradition of shaping educators of this nation and beyond. Thank you very much. You have a blessed day. Just to remind you, before we do the college song, please stand everybody and listening, please. Right after the recession, we are going to invite you all, students in the different departments, to come back so we can get a photo op of the different departments along with your heads of department. Okay? We acknowledge the leave of our patron, who really has to go at this time. Can you allow her to go by, please? All right. All right, one other bit of announcement. Right after the photo op, the inductees, that is the first-year students and invited guests, to light refreshment in the Pear Tree Cafe. Thank you. Are we waiting for the choir to assist us with the college song? Is that what it is? Quickly, please, ladies. Lord, give us light to show the power of truth, that we may serve and so inspire the youth. Lord, give us strength to do as you intend, that we may work enduring to the end. Lord, give us grace to share the things we know, that our gifts may help young ones to grow. Shortwood will teach Thank you. We allow our guests to leave first. And then right after, we're going to have the recession. Allow the choir to go, please, and then the recession. Okay.
And I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared. And I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Round and round these seasons I've been facing, but this year your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have to come my way. Blessings have to come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. Is the blessings me say will find me here? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them that money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Tell them me claim it. All of my blessings, me name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh na 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 na. Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Favor gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss say money